Hi everyone, this is Isabel and I'm back for part 3 of how to make a junk journal. This part is all about how you want your journal to look like. I've decided to make mine a pet journal. In the beginning, when I decided on the doggy paper, I really didn't know where I was going to go with it. I had just bought the wrapping paper because of the pug, but as I've been putting it together, I decided to make it on my two doggies. I have a pug and a chug. I plan on including the story on when and how we came to get them. I also plan on including pictures of them. This is also not a journal that will be handled a lot, so I'm not worried about thick embellishments as I would be if it was a travel journal that I would have to be lugging around. I'm hoping this is a short video, so let's get started. Embellishments are ways to add your personality or that of the journal you are creating. I'm going to show a couple of embellishments, but there are so many ways to make them. Your embellishments can take forever to create or can be simple using what you have on hand. Mine will mostly be paper embellishments. The first two that I will be showing are die cuts. The ticket strip I cut from a discarded consumable from school. This is an idea I saw from another crafter. I only stamped the ticket design and the rest of the design is from the consumable itself. I also inked the edges all around. You will notice that I will do that for almost everything I adhere in this journal. Because I used the die, the tickets are already perforated. They came out really cute. The next die cut I used was the Umbrella Man die cut. This was in my scraps basket because it was cut incorrectly. I put the fold on the die and ended up being cut with a fold. So in it goes into my junk journal. Why not? I love Umbrella Man. I'm not sure how I'm going to journal that page, but I will find a way to make it make sense. I stamped randomly, making sure special delivery was visible. This stamp is part of an Umbrella Man stamp set. My two doggies are definitely that. Very special deliveries in my life. Now on to journaling. I'm using the cards I provided to you on the last video. I use journaling cards for most of my embellishing. I really feel that writing our thoughts and memories are so important. I know a lot of people don't like their handwriting. That's why they don't like to write. I am also like that. I hate my penmanship. I'm always practicing my lettering on my iPad, but I still don't write as I would love to. But it's my journal, so I write. I write and I write. I'll print and cut them out. I make my own, but I also use the ones that are shared by others. With leftover scraps of the pages, I use them to create flags for my pages. I usually just cut triangles to create flags that I adhere to the sides or tops of the pages. I don't measure, I just eyeball and cut and fold at whatever size. These will serve as titles or dates or sometimes cute embellishments. I like to give myself more space for writing or adding a picture. I'll add some washi tape or stamp on the paper. I just grab whatever I have on my table. Sometimes I staple or glue the journaling cards, but mostly I sew them. I really like the look of sewing on my pages. Continuing with the journaling, I like to include envelopes in my journals. I recycle envelopes or buy discount clearance envelopes. I then use my scraps to cover one side or both sides if the envelope will be its own page. Covering recycled envelopes is really easy and can be done with any paper you have. I use the envelopes for journaling cards, extra pictures, or random stuff I collect. Another way I love to embellish is with flowers. I never get to use flowers since I'm the only girl in the house. I'm a mom of boys, so recording their memories leaves me no room for flowers. I like to punch out scallop circles and then I just crumple the paper. I sometimes add water because it helps the flower keep its shape when it's dry. I ink the edges and wrinkles, and depending on where I'm placing the flowers, I will layer them. For this journal, I only use one flower every time I use them. I choose to add color to the center of the flower since I'm keeping the edges dark. This is one of the easiest ways to make flowers. There's actually so many ways to make flowers with just a simple circle punch. I'll be placing the flowers randomly in the journal. Another way I embellish the pages is random size scraps that I sew or glue to the edge of the pages to give the journal some color. You can also sew or glue, leaving some space to further tuck journaling. I usually cut a flag on one end or both ends. Here you see me take out tons of pages from an old calendar kept because of the lines. Each page has quotes at the top. So how am I supposed to throw that out? I can't because I know I can use it later. I know I have a problem. Oh, and yes, the paint chips will make an appearance. Embellish to your heart's content with whatever you have and whatever you like. There's so many ways to embellish a junk journal. Buttons, jewelry, trinkets, fabric, so much to work with. I buy sometimes on clearance if I think I'll use it for one of my projects. It will stay in my drawers, but it will be used eventually. So that's it. My favorite part of junk journaling is you can make it how you want to. Did you notice that I used random colors? Whatever looks good to me goes in my journal. I hope you learned something new with this video. Again, like I said, nothing innovative here, just my way of doing a journal for myself. Come back next time and I will have the journal completed. I plan on adding pictures of my pug and chug and lots of memories. Leave me a like or a comment so I know that someone out there is watching. I hope to see you next time. Be safe and no fighting. Bye.